And now that that's out of the way, I do believe we can open it up to Q&A. We are some funny melon farmers, apparently. Yes, right back here. You're the first person with your hand up. Yep. Okay. No, the guy back there. Sorry. You're next now, though. Yeah, there are a lot of things that we really want to do sometimes that we just can't, just because sometimes we just can't find the footage for it.
Yeah, there are a couple of times where, like, oh, what have been really big jokes? Oh, yeah. Shoot, I'm wondering what kind of jokes that we really had to get.
I got one. I got one. There's this one. If you remember, in the early part of the first season, when we had the chopper, the news chopper going around, we had Mr. Kent and Jimmy, basically like being super, like, you know, like Clark Kent, Superman. One thing that we wanted to do, it's an incredibly dark joke, but we just couldn't find the footage for it. Just like had the helicopter flying there. It's like, my God, Mr. Kent, if only Superman were here, he could save them. Come on. Oh, come on, Clark, we all know. Superman wouldn't use a gun, would he, Jimmy? No, Mr. Kent, I suppose he wouldn't. Mr. Kent, boom! You see like a bunch of blood splatter on the windshield of the helicopter. That's one thing we wanted to do, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's one example. Can we, the person with the gigantic hand next?
Sorry. Did you guys ever want to do a musical?
Yes. And it will happen. Yeah, when it will happen, you won't know.
Because we don't know.
Yeah.
We roughly know, and soon it will happen. Do not worry. You coming soon, see. Like Duke Nukem Forever. That game is actually coming out.
I know, it just took 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what happens when you get out of 3D rounds.
Giant hair. Giant hair.
What are some of the major differences between abridging and serious dubbing?
It's easier.
Yeah,
and we don't get paid.
I'll tell you one thing that really makes it easier is that we write our.
Really close, dude.
All right, I'll deep throat the damn thing. I will say that abridging makes it much easier to write our own scripts, and we don't have to match the lip flaps of the actual footage. When it comes to dubbing, you're at a big disadvantage because, well, let's face it, the Japanese language works so much differently than the English language. But when you're abridging, you can just make shit up as you go along.
Yeah, pretty much you're not nearly as hindered in the writing process. I don't honestly know how people go about writing for an English dub when you have said lip flaps. They have to be there like, and it means, oh crap. That's where you get a whole lot of mistranslation.
I'll use miserable clods, that'll work.
Yeah, there we go. Miserable clods. Stupid melon farmers.
Alright, Gon, you ask a question now.
Ask a person to ask a question.
Ask a person.
Ask us something, Gon.
What do you want
All
to know?
right, the dude with the flag, that's impressive. That's effort right there.
No.
No, that's something that's specifically for cons that we're traveling with.
That is con only, man. Although, that thing would get pulled very fast.
Yeah, it's
especially with the part, with the thing that was really naughty.
The 18 plus panels really serve a purpose for us to get down and personal with our fans, and we want those unrated clips there. So it's really a way to have something special for the convention, something special for those panels. Sorry, no, they will not be up online. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to come here and premiere episodes, but really, if we come like to a convention and don't bring anything that you can't find like a couple days later, I don't know, other than ourselves.
I'll find myself someday. Okay, Ant, your turn.
All right, let's see. Girl with the ghost snapper shirt, represent. All right.
I don't even think we're in control of our iTunes. Somebody else has been doing it, correct?
That is a rabid fan.
Yeah, somebody else has been doing it. Yeah.
Can we like start one? It's kind of illegal. So if that guy gets his
Yeah, it's,
butt sued, it's not us. Yeah. I think everyone. I'm hearing everyone wants to have a good old-fashioned evil laughter. So on the count of 3, 2, 1. Stop.
You can't tell me to stop.
I can tell you to stop.
No.
Can't stop the feeling.
No. Nope.
No. Okay. Masako, your turn to ask a question.
Since this is quite dedication, the lady over there holding the shoe.
Whoa.
Okay, funny story. You know what's really... I used to have a wireless headset. I'll keep the story brief. I was sleeping in my room, which is completely dark, and I was on the wireless headset. And Lanny was gone for an hour, and he came back as this... laughing as Mr. Popo while walking into the room, so it was coming from the distance.
But seriously, I'm haunted by him every day, just because when I choose a form of acting where I actually like try to take on like the persona of the person when I'm like sitting behind the microphone. And oftentimes that'll like play with my head because I am unstable, and then there's a whole lot of Mr. Popo in there, and then I'm terrified, and then yes, very much so. Kaiser, how much does Popo torment you?
The funniest thing about episode 11, that was actually live video. You know, that was just actually happened.
Actually, doing that scream at the end, I had to do that at 10 at night because I wanted to get it done. I needed to get it done, and I'm all like, the neighbors, I don't care. And I did that scream at the end.
The dog's turn.
Hold on, I actually like that after that one person with the shoe got called, a whole bunch of people are lifting clothing elements into the air. That's not going to help you get picked. So please at least keep them to external items.
I'll bet the guy with the Yowie flag. Woo! Represent!
What made you guys choose
Kaiser, this is your story here.
Okay, so this is, I'm going to try and keep what is usually a long story short. Basically, I started doing a loop unabridged a long time ago, and that's because I really wanted to do something, you know, with video editing. Oh, okay, that's much better. I started a loop unabridged a long time ago. I wanted to do something with video editing, but Lupin, while I love it, it wasn't my major goal. It wasn't the series I grew up with. It wasn't the one I really fell in love with that made me fall in love with anime. And I saw a lot of other abridged series out there, you know, Yu Hakusho, G Gundam, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, heck, even Sailor Moon was going then. Avatar abridged, and Naruto abridged, and you know, I wanted to make.
I know it wasn't happening at the time.
He is the young one.
Well, no, but he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't happening at the time. Otherwise, I would have pointed him out.
Anyway, give him a shout out now.
Yes, he does. He's actually got a full series out, JoJo's Abridged. You should check that out. It is. If you've never heard of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that's understandable. It's still funny. But so the Dragon Ball Z, I love Dragon Ball Z. I give it crap all the time, but it is still my favorite series. And basically, I got to know, I believe, Takahata 101 first, basically. I got to know him a lot, really well, and we just started talking. I got to meet Lanny, and what? What? Okay. And basically, I told Taka one night, man, I love Lupin, but and I want to continue doing it, but what I really, really want to do is a Dragon Ball abridged.
Hold on, you're forgetting facts. I asked you if you could do any series.
Oh, yeah.
That isn't Lupin. What would it have been?
Yeah. He asked me that, and these guys, him and Masako and Vegeta 3986 were doing the movies already, and I told them I want to do Dragon Ball, but I can't they're doing the movies. I mean, that's basically their property now.
But Kaiser, why don't you just ask them?
I can't just ask them.
Just ask them, dude.
But
Do it. Do it. Do
fine. And that is exactly how that conversation went.
it. Do it.
And I'm not joking. And so I got up the courage, and finally we asked Lanny, and Lanny's
Water! I love chords. Continue your story, Kaiser.
and I asked Lanny, and at first he was a little uneasy about it, not totally unsure, but he was a little like he wasn't sure if we would be able to do it. And then by 6 in the morning, we had Ghost Snap a plan.
Yeah, the first night of scripting. Basically, I was talking to him like, okay, can I be on the writing team?
Oh yeah.
And can I play Vegeta? Those were my conditions, really.
I think then we approached Gon actually. Kaiser asked Moss to go first. Moss goes, "I'll play Goku, cool." But it was that simple. Then we approached Gon because we got to episode 3. We approached Megami too to play Bulma, and she was flattered, and she's awesome. A round of applause for Megami.
Please do. There are no women in Dragon Ball. She deserves it.
Then we approached HBITK to play Farmer with Shotgun, and then it was the greatest character of all time ever. And then we had King Yama, and we asked Gon to play him, and Gon signed on. And then he started playing some other characters. Then Antfish showed up and took a bunch of characters from everyone with his talent and stuff. He's some nice guy with talent. And we needed a black dude on the team. What?
I can go as Mexican too.
You say that into the mic.
I could go as Mexican too, man.
And that's all she wrote.